What delightfully cheerful music. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Kirby 64. In this episode, we're going to be continuing on through Popstar. We're probably going to finish it, and we're probably going to move on to the next level. So as we can see, this level we're probably going to be meeting an old rival of ours. I'm going to get rid of this power because I want a different one. My attention span is too short. And we saw that rocket guy who gives us bomb power. Bomb's a little tricky sometimes, but actually what I'm going to end up doing is, I need a specific power to get the crystal shard here. Actually, though, especially as the game goes on, we're getting more and more. Actually, this is a really handy power to have, so I'm going to show it right now. It's actually also one of the better power games, and it's going to be fire! I can make deadly fireworks! But I need you for now, so I'm going to take you. I'm not Cutter again. Actually, Cutter has some of the better power combinations in this game, despite being kind of a lousy power on its own because of how vulnerable it makes you. You'll see one of the Cutter combinations later in this. We got the Spike Knight guy that I can't remember his name right now. I'll flash him up probably later on the screen when I put it in post. But he can actually block a lot of things. And I'm gonna get double Cutter in this situation. You can see in the background, if you're paying attention, that there's Bronto Bert's sitting. Oh my gosh, and this is what I mean by I slipped off the edge when my face was gone, and I fell into a giant pit because I can't fly with that on. I am doing well. So I think I'm just gonna duck, and I'm gonna ride this platform and hopefully not get hit by any Bronto Birds. Oh look, another Sir Kibble. Let's throw my star at him and eat him. Now we have double Cutter again, which is, as you saw, a giant saw blade used for hitting blocks like that are low, and it's actually critical to getting the crystal shards in this. I think I missed one, but I could be wrong. No, I didn't miss one. I know where they are now. I remember now. Ooh, look, a maximum tomato. That would have been helpful if I'd actually taken damage. But no, I fell into a bottomless pit when I had taken damage, and now I don't have any damage. I'm just going to throw my face at this guy. Fortunately, the drawbridge closed, otherwise I'd have to actually fly this. As you can see, there's a lot of Sir Kibbles around here, so if you know it's coming, you can be prepared for it, because there's going to be a walk past here. That's just a sandwich. I don't need it. We're going to jump down here, and we're going to see a pit similar to this, and you can see a green block here. Green is Cutter, so we throw our face at it and get the crystal shard. Of course, if you had only single Cutter, you would not be able to get that. Hey, look, it's Adeline. She shows up pretty much once a level to paint us something useful. In this case, it's going to be a 1-up because I have full health. If I didn't have full health, she'd paint me a maximum tomato. And you can jump back up here, if you're attentive, and there's another crystal shard. And now I'm going to ditch this power, because I don't need it anymore, and I don't like it. And Spike, like I said, is from that guy, but that's not what I'm looking for, because we're about to go into a boss battle, and there's a really easy way to beat this. Saw Blade naturally gives Cutter, and like I said, Cutter has some of the best combination powers. Darn, I missed. So, actually use a lot of Cutter-based powers. Like, some of the powers are just inferior. Like, some of the ice powers are really, really kind of weak, except for one in particular, which is incredibly overpowered. So we have a fire guy, and we throw a Cutter at him, and we get Cutter fire. We're gonna climb up the chain here, and nothing's there. Hey, look. Oh gosh, there's an enemy. Fire sword! And you can throw fire sword, spit out new fire swords, swing the fire sword, hold it up, and throw it. Which is really, really good. It's actually like one of the best powers in the game, probably. And I'm going to use it again later to fight a different boss. And of course, it wouldn't be a Kirby game without an appearance by King Dedede, but in this game he's, well, mostly helpful. But like I said earlier in the first episode, of course Dedede is going to keep it away from Kirby just out of spite. Despite... I love how he just holds him back there with his arm. No. Oh no, it's Dark Matter. And Kirby, of course, looks back at the camera like, can you believe this is happening again? Oh, and now he can fly. Fortunately, this is actually a pretty easy battle. I'm just going to walk up and swipe him with the sword a few times. and he's gonna die. And now he's gonna just start floating up. The problem is, of course, that I can just stand here with my sword up, and he'll take damage, because it's just OP that way. And he's gonna fall down and spit out his crystal shard. And we're gonna grab it, and we'll be done. And Waddle Dee, being good guy Waddle Dee, helping up King DDD. We're gonna go jump down, and Waddle Dee is going to try to convince him to help by just staring at him dolefully, and you know. Of course, DDD, knowing that he really, really needs to go help, is just gonna get angry and follow after. His brute strength will come in handy. Come on, I can get the card this time. It's the farthest jump. If I miss this, I didn't miss it, and I got an enemy card. These will show up in the options screen at the main menu, and they'll show you an enemy and the power that it could give. It also includes bosses like this one, the first one right here. Wispy Woods. Of course it's Wispy Woods. It's always Wispy Woods. And of course, I did this last time too. But of course, if you're feeling really jerkish, you can just kind of trail your sword behind you and deal damage to the little ones. Which is... or I can just throw this. Oh my gosh, I am showing off how easy this game is. And of course, this is how you damage Wispy Woods, is he shoots his little spikes at you. Otherwise, he'll just do usual Wispy Wood things, shoot currents of air, throw apples. Otherwise, he's still just Wispy Woods. He's not particularly threatening. These actually, some of the bosses in this game are legitimately hard if you don't know which power is OP against them. Wispy Woods you can beat with probably pretty much any power that's not like fire ice. I'm just gonna, of course, stand here and insult him by damaging him by standing still. But most of the bosses can be defeated, except for one, and people who play this game know which boss that is. And I've defeated Wispy Woods, no big deal. I'm gonna give my crystal shard. It's an extra large piece, and Kirby's gonna do his little dance and wave at the camera because he knows it's there. And the crystal shard is apparently also an interstellar spaceship. And it's going to show us a bunch of rocks floating around in space, and everyone's like, hey, sounds like a good idea to go there. And everyone agrees. Not once did they question the stability of traveling to a planet made of rocks that are broken apart. But then again, I guess I live on a planet that's in the shape of the star. So here we are at level 2, Rock Star. I feel like I should be able to make a pun here, but I can't think of anything. Anyway, new level, I'm gonna get a new power. I do this a lot. I get bored with the old powers and try new stuff out. And here, let's go with the Spike power. Spike's a good power, actually, on its own, because it makes you pretty hard to deal with. Not Spike Fire. But Spike is actually a lot of fun, because it's just like... I'm a Swiss Army knife, fool! Just jump at things and spike them. Of course, you don't want to try to do this over pits, because you'll just end up falling in and dying. I believe, actually, this will probably be the first stage in which I miss a Crystal Shard. If I miss a Crystal Shard, I won't, I'll wait until I beat the game once, and then I'll go back and get all the Crystal Shards. It shouldn't take that much longer. Let's see. Bored now. New Spike power. Because combo powers are always fun. Spoink. These little guys come out of the ground are kind of annoying. They're actually not too bad, but sometimes they pop up when you don't want them. And you could really not use them. They're just like, hello, I'm here. Spiking everything. So here we go, into the building. That looks like a face. Creepy. And I got Bronto Bird flying around, and then we got these giant guys who will, of course, fall on you, but I am smart and I went over them. And as you can see, there's a crystal shard hanging around up here. How do I want to handle this? Actually, this is also a very good power. Spike has some good powers. I'm just gonna jump up under him. And I got Spike Rock. What does Spike Rock do? What could possibly be Spike Rock? I got another life. This is a drill! Gonna jump up here, and get the cactus guy, who I'm gonna fire drills at until he goes down. Because, drills are self-propelled, apparently. And, Of course, we get a crystal shard for doing that. So, yay, we get to ignore his minions. Which are only there, of course, if you don't go in with powers. Oh no! The walls are closing in! I have to climb! Except I can't climb faster than the walls are closing in! So I have to be extra careful. But this will be super easy, because the drill will actually drag you along if you don't fire it. And pretty much take out anything along. You can still take damage from things that are above and behind you. But otherwise, you're pretty much invincible. Just drive forward. You notice the mouths in the background. I only noticed that first when I did my practice run of this. And I noticed that the mouths in the background are actually opening as you climb the walls, which I think is pretty cool. I never noticed it before. Of course, we're going to get to the top, hopefully. Oh no, we got to the top and there's no exit! How are we gonna get out? Wait a minute. The sand is slowing down. The sand is stopping. Yay, we're gonna survive! Hey, look, there's a hole in the wall ceiling. And Waddle Dee is being useful. And down here we're going to see our first combo power block, which is Rock Electric, which I don't have. I can't break it. There's a crystal shard here. Like I said, when I miss crystal shards, I'll just come back and get them in post. After I beat the final boss, because that's just how I want to do it. And of course, Scarfy's back, and if he functions much like Boo, if you're not looking at him, he's going to come and kill you. And he's very evil in this game. And actually, he just exploded. I didn't see that coming at all. But if you're facing him, he's harmless, and you can just, do whatever you want. There was an electric guy, but I don't think there's actually any rock guys. If you brought rock in, like I did, if you brought just rock in, you'd be able to combine the power, but sadly I can't separate the power, so I'm stuck with rock drill. Rock Spike. Yay, I got another infill card. Anyway, having done that, I think it's time to end this episode. So on the next episode, we will continue forward on Rockstar into some marble runes, looks like. And I'll see you guys next time.